Hi everyone, Samantha from Green Living Science here. So this year for Earth Day, we are all at home due to the stay-at-home order, but we thought in lieu of the 50th anniversary this year that we might take you on a little virtual hike. So what even is an ecosystem? It's basically an area that is made up of both living and non-living things and how they interact with one another. So for living things, that could be anything from plants, it could be animals, bugs, insects. Non-living things would include things like rocks, like I'm sitting right here next to. This rock is part of an ecosystem. It could be water, it could be the soil. And then everybody shares the same energy source. Can you guess what that is? It's the sun. So the sun provides most all living life on Earth with all of the energy it needs every day. So each ecosystem is made up of many different types of life, and the more diverse, the more different types of life that are within that ecosystem, the healthier it ultimately is. So today where I am, I thought I would show you just a few examples of some ecosystems and the living and non-living things that are within it. So let's get started. For this ecosystem, we have some rocks. We have water, those are both non-living components. And then living components are going to range anywhere from the bacteria that's in the water. Not all bacteria is bad. A lot of it's good, especially when it's bacteria that's in the soil or the water to help keep everything in balance. And then again, from bacteria all the way up to this goose. And these geese are about 2 feet tall, maybe 3 feet tall. So like a wide range of species in here, and there's all different types of plant life and such, and everything here works together to find a nice balance. We've left the pond and we're gonna move a little bit deeper into the woods here, and I'm trying to keep my shadow out of this, but I don't know if we can all see these hoof prints. Got some deer tracks here. You can see their little hooves. We've got 2 indentations. So we've got, I'm not sure whose footprint this is, but it's right next to a shoe print if you can see it. So both humans and animals have been around here. And ecosystems work really hard to stay in balance, but they can become disrupted or be made to be off balance by external factors. So if something were to happen to the ecosystem that they lived in, they would have to come up with a plan B. They would need a new home, they would need to find a new food and water source, and that can put a lot of stress on someone or any organism, really. So every time us humans do something without thinking about the environment first, we can have a direct negative impact on our environment. So that's why it's important to be mindful of our decisions and be aware of what we're doing and how we're doing it, and thinking about the long-term consequences as well. There's a diverse population of birds in this area. Especially right now, we have friends migrating back from down south where they go for the winter where it's warmer. And they come back here to nest and breed. Moved over towards the lake. This is a man-made lake actually, but it serves a wonderful purpose for all the birds that migrate through this area this time of year. So we all need things like food, water, shelter to survive. Same thing with animals. So they all need to make their own, basically. They need to figure all of those things out for themselves. And they do quite an amazing job, but it's also an innate skill of theirs. So we like to think of that too. There are 3 main components. So there are producers, consumers, and decomposers. So producers are things like plants. They use the sun and photosynthesis to grow And then a consumer would be maybe the deer that came along to eat the plants. And then the decomposers are generally going to be bacteria and such that help things and materials break down. So everything that's going on within these dead leaves that are on the ground as well, within the ground cover, because there's a whole ecosystem underneath there too. So I was about to wrap it up, and then I just heard something scurry next to me, and it is this female doe. And deer are basically blind. They can see color, well, not color, they can see like shadows. So she's probably wondering, what is the shadow over here? All right, my friends, thank you so much for joining me today on our beautiful hike. I'm gonna finish up this trail here. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to reach out to us. We are always happy to talk to you about anything in terms of environmental education. And we also focus in waste and recycling at Green Living Science. So please feel free to reach out about anything. And I hope you all have a happy, healthy, and safe Earth Day. And we will see you soon.